Hey guys, it's AJ. It's Wednesday. Hopefully this is my last week of shitty camera because hoping to get a flip cam by next week. And my hair, I look like I don't have hair over here, but I do. It's just like blonde. So it's the light, the bad camera, and the blonde. Lastly, I will be at Dinah Shore this weekend. So if any of you guys have tickets that you don't want, or if you want to give them to me, I would gladly take them off your hands because I'm poor and I'm trying to get to Dinah on a dime. I think next year I'm going to make a YouTube video called Dinah on a Dime and see what you can do for like $10. I could be like Rachel Ray and do like dining on a dime or $10 a day at a gay pride and see how far that would take me. See, logo, why aren't you calling? So this week's questions are cool because I feel like of the Beaver bunch, I am the butch lesbian. I'll steal that label, even though I think we all agree we don't really like labels. But out of the five of us, I have to admit I'm probably the most butch of the lesbians. And about transitioning. When I first came out to my mom as being gay, the first thing was she wasn't upset. And the second question out of her mouth was, do you want to be a guy? And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, no. What is she talking about? Like becoming a guy. Because back then I didn't understand that you could transition into a male and have chest surgery and have all this stuff and live your life a completely different sex than you were born. Had no idea. And that's why I think having Kate on this channel is so awesome, because for the younger generation, it's definitely somebody that you can look up to, get advice from, and totally, completely, idolize Cade. He's rad. He has a rad job, and he's got a lot going for him. So, and hanging out with Cade was just, I've never had a trans friend before, and I know that probably sounds crappy of me, but Cade and maybe one other person, female to male, are my only trans friends, and like, seeing Cade and how he carries himself, and he's so proud, like, I'll admit, I was jealous. I was like, man, Cade is living the life. He is a stud. He's hot. He's going to get all these chicks. And, like, but then, like, I'm telling you guys this candidly. I haven't thought about it. But, there was a time when I did think about, well, maybe I'll go get on T and maybe I'll have just a breast reduction. Or maybe I'll have chest surgery but still be a butch lesbian. So I did struggle with that for a while. But I've come to the conclusion now that I am happy with myself, being a butch lesbian, being AJ the lesbian, not a guy. But I'll tell you guys, at least 5 to 10 times a week I'll get called sir when I'm out in public. But not because it's their fault, but it's because how I portray myself. I dress like a guy. If I don't open my mouth, you'd think I'm a guy. So, I guess that's my fault. But yes, you can transition late in life. Chaz Bono just transitioned and is in the process of transitioning, and he's older. I think, and I want to say late 30s, early 40s. He is in the process of transitioning, had chest surgery on testosterone, completely happy, and that's great. And I'm glad that it's out there in the media now, because like I was saying, to go back to what I was saying before, I didn't know about this when I first came out. I had no idea that this was a possibility, because I was sheltered. I didn't have a group like the Beaver Bunch, or the media wasn't involved or interested in anything like that. So definitely something that you can consider, and it's not something that anybody's going to, I hope not, dissuade your decision on having that. But it's definitely something that I'm really glad that we have Cade on this channel for, but it's not something that I'm interested in doing. And even get comments on here, AJ, are you going to be an FTM? Are you an FTM? No, I am a butch lesbian, and that is all I'm ever going to be. And then the second half of the question was that this person had an attraction to girls, and they're getting older and learning about the trans community, and maybe they're meant to be male, which is great. Can you see my cats fighting on the bed? So just like to add to the distraction to this video with my hand gestures, my cats are deciding to have a fight, a full-on wrestling match behind my head. Oh, man. Anyway, if they don't kill themselves tonight, I will kill them. So anyway, I want to encourage you guys to go to this website called butchfem.com. Once a year, they have a convention. It's the Butch Femme Bash, and I went to that. Lady. And my best friend's dog, Lady's barking. Anyway, I went to their bash in Vegas a couple years back, and it was the first time that I ever hung out like in a trans community where I mean, I can't even describe to you how handsome these men were. And seeing them in their tuxes, and this one guy, I think his name was Nick, had this thing in his arm that it looked like a pump, and it would stretch the skin on their arm so that they could have surgery down there to actually have a penis. And if I describe that so wrong, please somebody help me out here. But it's just because I guess I'm uneducated in the trans thing, but um, I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I definitely do encourage you guys to go to butchfem.com and check it out. And you can have a lot of your questions answered there. I like that little website. I think it's rad. But anyway, maybe you're meant to be male, you're guyish, but you always thought you were a butch. Now you're really confused. Well, you can take butch to the 10th level like me. Like, I'm a stone butch. You can Google that. That's a label. But again, I'm not an FTM. So I guess there's like a line. You can also live as a male and not have to transition. I mean, I know a couple people who like the pronouns he, him, his, and they are clearly a female. They have a voice like mine. They have a chest. Like, I wear a binder because I don't like feeling feminine. I don't like seeing my boobs, so I flatten them. But still, and I guess a lot of trans men do that also, but I guess I'm like on the verge of like being an FTM or a butch lesbian. Man, this is a lot of rambling. But anyway, I digress. So hopefully for this question that we have here, getting older and learning about the trans community, hopefully we can help you with that here. And I'm sorry that I can't give a lot of information because unfortunately that's something I haven't had a lot of experience with. And that's why I'm really looking forward to Cade's video on Friday so he can shed some light where I can't shed much light. But I'm going to tell you again, I'm a butch lesbian, not an FTM, not that there's anything wrong with that. And maybe if I knew what I know now, 14 years ago, I would be in a different place. But not that I can't be in a different place now. I'm just happy with where I'm at right now. So anyway, I need to go before my cats kill each other. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday. And if you see me at Dinah Shore, please say hi. Jess will be there, Mary B, Melody, me, and the rest of the baby beavs, whoever you are. Alright guys, I'll see you next Wednesday, and I don't think I offended anybody in this video, and if I did, I'm sorry.